Full-time report here from the PNC Stadium. Houston Dynamo 2, CF Montreal 3. Another huge point dropped by Houston Dynamo. Last weekend in Vancouver, same story. The team couldn't finish up what they started. I mean, where did it go wrong for Houston tonight? Because you watched the whole 90 minutes of this game.
Well, I'm short of words right now because it's like we say the same thing over and over every time because the results is never consistent. And the reason why I know Mr. Ted Siegel has pumped in money into Dynamo this season is the fact that he wants to get a playoff spot. But the way the team is playing, they're not playing like they understand what's at stake to achieve that goal. It's a little bit of tactical play, a little bit of coaching, a little bit of the players as well. So it's a little bit of a lot of things. I know with the signing of Hector Herrera, the team and the hope for the team was really high. But Hector Herrera is an amazing player all this time in Atletico and also playing for the Mexican national team. But him alone carried his whole team by himself. So that's where I have a little bit of a problem. Like, I think that one needs to get a better coach and sign better players so that they can achieve what they want to achieve.
Yeah, you made your MLS debut tonight,
Welcome.
How does that feel?
It feels good. It feels good. It's a very wonderful experience. I'm happy to be here backstage, see stuff from a different angle, so it feels very good.
Yeah, you watched this game. I remember, I got your text when you said that CF Montreal offense is, it's the way they, their onslaught. What can you say happened to Houston tonight?
From my observation and from what I saw, Houston, their defense team was outplayed by FC Montreal attack. FC Montreal has a very good attack, but towards the end of the game, Houston defense, they kind of went to sleep. Yeah, they switched off. They were distracted. They left that left side of the goal quite open, and it was obviously attack, and that's why they took advantage of that area.
Now, this brings me into Nagamura's game management. When the team, maybe at 3-2 down, when you look at his substitutions, what does that tell you?
Well. Some Chelsea fans are running for Chelsea.
Chelsea here,
Well, honestly, I respect the Montreal's coach. You can see he came with a game plan, and the game plan was when you're at the attack. If you watch the way the game played, the game was won and lost in the middle.
Yeah.
The Montreal midfielders were not gambling or dribbling or holding the ball. It was not like the highest they had was two to beat one, and those were the kind of touches and the passes that took Dynamo defense when they caught them asleep and got 2 penalties. It was the way they came approach the game. Nakamura seemed to approach the game and let's just go and play. You don't really see the tactical approach as a coach or as an MLS coach we have, and I think that's my problem with him. Not that he's not a good coach, it's his tactics, his substitutes. He was 2 goals down, was bringing 2 defenders in.
I see him, he's the one in the league.
That's when you throw all your eggs
throw
up
all
front.
your Hail Mary.
As far as I'm concerned, Tor spent too long on the bench.
Yes.
He would have come earlier. Tor's a good striker. Sebastian Friend had a good first half, but when you saw that he was not playing to his standard, he dropped him. Take him off and bring in someone else. Keeping him to stay that long, it makes me question his tactical ability. Does he really read these games the way we all see it? Because we kind of see in game week in, week out, we see the same result. New players, trying this, trying that. Gone are those days to try those players. The league is this week 24 in the week. You should have a team that you are relying on week in, week out, and your second feeder, not still trying to figure out what your number 11 is. So I think that's my problem with the whole team.
25 games gone, 9 games to go in the season. Mathematically, this team can make the postseason. You got to be very honest, and blunt about that, because had it been they picked 3 points here, that would show the fans that they are ready to play ball. But now you have 9 games to go. Do you think this team can get 27 points from those 9 games?
From what I saw today, I strongly doubt it, except something happens like some deja vu or something, but I doubt that.
All right, let's go to around the Major League Soccer. Let's see the result that wowed me. Austin FC and Sporting Kansas. At halftime, Austin were 3-1 down. At full time, Austin were 4-3 up. What does that tell you about Austin Football Club, Chris?
It just shows the mentality the team have. They have a winning mentality. They never say die spirit. That is a team that has the playoffs and hats and want to win the MLS Cup. It's a mentality that they have to have, the winning mentality. This is Austin's second inaugural season.
Yeah,
and second year in the league. The first season, right? They lost, even though they had a lot of promise with the fans and everything, but they fell short during the middle of the season. They fizzled out, players got hurt, and they didn't meet up with how they started. But they went back to the drawing boards and learned from their mistake of last season. And you can see LAFC is #1 team in the league right now. I can't remember how many points they have right now, but
51 points.
Okay.
52
they have
points.
signed Cellini, they have signed Bale, they signed like the best players in MLS. But Austin FC is matching LAFC, following them by the second spot.
Point to point.
Holding it very strong from the second point. It shows that Austin might do some more upsets.
I'm going to put you back on that, Austin. After their first in the inaugural season, the coach Josh Wolf saw, the lacks, the deficiencies, and then went about signing players that suit the need of the team, not players that suit the budget.
Yeah.
Like what we have here is players that suit the budget. That's what they bring in, not the players that suit the need of the team. I was speaking to one of the respected journalists today. We're talking about 19-year-old signed by Dynamo. I mean, you wave Tyler Pasha, good and fine. Were you able to bring in something that will match Tyler, or somebody better than Tyler Pasha? 19-year-old for the future, get it. That suits the budget, not the need. The need of the team is postseason, to win games, defend games. You can't score, you can't defend, you concede. The team they've conceded more, they've scored. As of the game against Vancouver, they've shot in 38 goals. So tonight, in total, will be 41 goals. How many have they scored? Like 30 goals in total this season. So, when you look at their win ratio, it's poor. Their conversion rate is poor. So, how do you think these things can be solved? Or do you think, this thing can be revived before the end of the season?
I think the issue is a culture of the management of the team. And I kind of understand why they're going through this phase, because they are moving from one ownership to a new ownership. So basically the new ownership is trying to build a new culture, right? Forgetting that the team already had a long identity that they lost. If they can go back to the drawing boards and find out what did Dynamo really do when they won the Open Cup, when they won the MLS Cup, what did they do right at that time? And you see, if you go back, players like Kai Kamara were in that team, players like Dwayne
Rosario was in that team. Eddie Robinson was in that team.
Even Pat was in that team. So you see the kind of players, as at that time, those players were very good players.
Brian Ching was in that team.
So I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about the new culture they're trying to develop. They still don't have an identity yet, so they don't know who to choose. It's not about money. Tetsike has made it clear from the beginning that he's going to support the team with however budget they want, and he's shown. How much is they buy Ferreira for? Sebastian Ferreira. How much is it for?
About $4 million, I think so.
How much is they buy Hector Herrera for?
You don't disclose.
Okay, but that's the record. The team. Record signing.
DP.
Signing. Yeah. So what am I saying? The money is not the issue. The issue is the culture they're trying to imbibe. I just think Nagamura as a coach, he's not there yet to take the club to where the club wants to be.
All right. I remember when Nagamura came on board, he said he wanted to define the identity of this team. What is the identity? Has he been able to do that? I don't think so. All right. At this juncture, we'll come to the end of this full-time report here from PNC Stadium. We'll be heading to the post-match conference. We're going to hear off some interviews. Kai Kamara coming, Ismail Akone coming right here on Africa Sports Network. From me, Sam, from my homeboy, Chris, and this is Emeka, and this is Africa Sports Network.